welcome back. What's up? What's good? What's happening? Today's video is going to be, it's probably read from the titles, my initial thoughts of, not really initial, things I like and things I don't like, I guess, so far, after 3 weeks, 4 weeks, nearly a month of owning the Jeep. I've made a list of the good and the bad, and this is specifically about my Jeep, and considering how much I paid for it, it was actually the most expensive Jeep in the UK, and it was the only Jeep in the UK that was a facelift, so 2009 onwards, SRT. There were no others, and at the time that I bought it, and it was certainly the most expensive one anyway, and I paid way over what I should have, but again, because of how rare it was. But considering all that, and to have these issues, which I fixed one of them, not a few of them, but there's a really, it's been lowered, which is one of my cons, on high-back springs, and it's so uncomfortable. Now I'm going to start with the springs. I'm going to start with the suspension. I wanted BC coilies, which I'm still thinking of getting. This, I'd rather have stock springs than this. It's on lowering springs at the moment, Eibach lowering springs, and it's so hard. It's it really shakes the whole car. It's nice when cornering. It's so nice when cornering. Stays flat, level, but I'll be honest with you, with it really being a family car and my only car, and then the kids in the back, I'd rather it be a bit more comfortable than this. They shake, and in some uneven surfaces they catch them there, so yeah, don't know what I'm going to do with that for now. The radio is atrocious. I guess it's better than stock, so I can't really moan too much, but it's not even an Android unit. It's I don't know what it is, but that needs to go. I want to get a Joying 10.1 inch screen, which should fit in there nicely, but that's still not going to happen for a while. The squeaks and rattles, I guess. Go on, mate. And I think that's only because of the suspension. I can't really blame anything else other than that. Bounces every time you go everywhere, and it's the glass door. So everyone knows that there's, or if you know, it's got a glass hatch that opens up, and that just rattles, makes what glass sounds like. It's very annoying, so I want to get a strip and just put it around so it doesn't do that as much. The exhaust is a pro and a con. So they've left the mid muffler on, but taken out the rear mufflers, and in the UK, for it to be legal, you have to have one muffler on, and I'd rather take out the mid muffler. Mid muffler is huge, and I want to put a H pipe in there, so it's a bit louder than a stock. It's not as loud as I'd want it to be. We're definitely going to go louder, but I'm thinking of removing the mid muffler, putting a H pipe, and putting twin like smaller rear mufflers on the back with 4-inch tips, 4 to 5 inch, not sure what yet. Me and Samir were looking at some. We actually saw 5-inch looked pretty good, but then in other pictures it looked terrible. So I think it depends on if they're rolled tips or not. I was thinking more like square ones, but square ones with like a slant, and then just turn them upside down, and then you've got two. Yeah, but he said no. Another negative, and this is apparently the same or is common. It's the keys. The keys I have to get close. I have to get right next to the window to open it and close it, which is ridiculous. And I actually made a video on how to change battery on one of the keys, which I didn't actually upload yet, because it didn't fix it. It made it worse. It stopped completely. Yeah, I just couldn't use that key anymore. I still can't use that key. But I've been googling it, Uncle Google, and I may have found a solution. I haven't tested it yet because I just haven't been asked, but I think I found a solution. Put glove box down as a negative, but what's wrong with the glove box? Oh, maybe this? The center console. It's broken. Hey, break a center console. Like, what are you doing? Like, there's no latch. You just like, alright, fine. It doesn't matter. But seatbelt. How are you breaking a seatbelt? Well, like, what are you doing in your life to be doing this to a seatbelt? Which again, unexpected. Don't think there's any more. Oh, wheels balancing, shaking. There was different balancing and shaking, which I hope we got sorted now. I may put it in the beginning of this video or not, but I bought some in the other video you saw, the second one I think. Samir was driving and there was so much shaking, a crazy amount of shaking when braking. So we thought it was warped discs, but then I did googling, and then people were saying it could be the calipers, because the silver Brembos were notorious for pistons getting stuck, which worried me even more because they're very rare to find around here. And hope you don't mind. And when we looked at it, the discs, when my mechanic changed it, so I couldn't change it myself, didn't have any place really. Unfortunately, Samir wasn't free, so I took it to my local mechanics, which I've been going for I don't know, in my first car. My first car was like over 10 years, so I've known it for a long time. And when we took the brakes out, the discs were pitted and dented on every side, so both sides, and multiple dents. It was insane. It was, yeah. Anyway, so I got some EBC grooved and drilled discs and green stuff pads, which look very nice, very nice. And so far they've worked well. It seems to have balanced out the car. Not necessarily balanced out, but there's less shaking, less vibrations. Definitely no shaking at the moment. I haven't, so I'm still bedding them in. So the first 100 miles you're not supposed to really step on it hard, but even when I'm not, I could feel it on the other ones. This one's I can't. So yes, okay. Now with the pros, there's start off with the speakers, since I already started with I already mentioned the Android head unit. Just bouncing. The speakers are really good. They've got a bit of bass on them. They're nice and clear. I think the Android unit is just ruining it for everyone. Not the Android, sorry. Whatever this unit is, it's just ruining it for all the speakers. But they're really good quality speakers. Oh, they feel good. It's not even the Boston sound, I don't believe. No, definitely not. There's no Boston now when I was looking. But yeah. Next, the engine. The engine. I mean, one of the reasons why I want it louder is because most of the time you can't hear it. even though there's no mufflers, rear mufflers anyway, it's you don't hear it that much, and then you have to really like put your foot down, and then by the time you put your foot down, you're already over. I'm not over the speed limit, but there's people that are over the speed limit, so it's it's a bit of a madness. Oh, I love it. Oh man, before I used to hate driving. I'm not a massive fan of it now, but I'm definitely don't mind driving, let's put it that way. Yeah, 6.1 is not a joke. The rear window as well just jolts up and down when it wants. Not when it wants, but when I put it down, it just boom. Anyway, service came with a decent amount of service. Had this oil changed. Don't really know what other services are done, but I saw it. It's a Japanese import. That's another really good thing. With Japanese imports, everything goes lower because of how it's registered in the UK. My tax went from something like £600 to 280, which was less than a Lexus hybrid RX, which is what I was also thinking of getting, but that's a massive difference. Yeah, less than that. It's crazy. And we also have parking permits where I am, and that reduced drastically as well, again because of how it was registered. And my insurance, so remember I was insured on a Volvo XC90 before, 2.9 litre, 0 to 60 in never, and £580 I think it was. This is the same. I think it was 564 even. How is the insurance so low? It said, yeah. Well, anyway. So yeah, just the price of. I mean, obviously, petrol. It's a bit. Well, actually, no. I don't even think petrol is that much more than the Volvo was. It's the Volvo was dumb. It did about 15-16 miles per gallon. This is about 14. Big what? It's not like this is definitely a miles per gallon car more than anything. This is the definition of miles per gallon, because you ain't getting much gallons. But just a bit. Oh, hold on, somebody's calling. Hello, buddy. Hello. How can I help, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
What time is it now?
9:15. Huh?
It's 9:15.
Yeah, wait.
I'm on the road at least. Are you still in bed? Yeah. So by the time you get up, by the time you have breakfast, by the time you shower, by the time you take a ducky, yeah, I'll be there. Sure.
What time is that?
Where am I? I'm in that long road going to the roundabout, not to the roundabout, to the first flyover.
Where? Towards what?
The flyover.
Flyover?
The first one.
Bro, see how long it says, bro? How long does...
I don't use a sat nav anymore, blood.
Huh?
Who uses sat nav anymore?
Oh, shit. Is that you doing that?
Come on, lad. I reckon about, depending on traffic, 30-40 minutes. Yeah. Why?
Huh?
Why? Huh?
So I know, innit?
Oh, okay. So you know when to get out of bed, you mean?
You know that one's there.
Huh?
So
Oh, don't want to. You waste, man. Alright, safe. Okay. So where was I? Yeah, everything gets. But there's a lot of stuff I'm planning on doing with the Jeep anyway. Another negative. What was that? The battery was dead when I got it. It's completely gone. Even after a 100-mile drive back or something, the battery was still dead the next day. Could have just been. But anyway, that was specific about this car. I am planning on doing a lot of mods to the car. I've already ordered a catch can from America, which is still coming, I guess. I'm going to be having to pay some nice import tax on that one. Whenever that comes. That's actually the only thing. Well, the head unit, and the exhaust. Those three are the things that I'm going to be doing soon, hopefully in the next videos. But those are the pros and cons at the moment that I've got, that I've found with this. Nothing else at the moment. It's been pretty good. I'll probably do a tour of the car at another time, just to show you everything. Sorry, another negative. So I've always been into black and red, right? It's always been my thing. I thought, yes, I'm going to be getting it. These come standard with red calipers. Love red calipers. I don't know if you've seen them. They're like bronze. Someone painted them bronze. So I need to paint them. But I'm going to be painting them. So I've got the catch can, a beautiful red. So I'm going to try and color match the catch can red with that. And then you know the SRTs on the SRT letters on the wheels. I'm going to do that color matched as well. So there's definitely things going to happen. Just keeps dying out. But I think that's the end of this video anyway. Peace. Safe.